London. Are we ready for our final bout of the evening? Let me hear you one time! This bout is presented by Two Patties, the World Super Series official EU betting partner. This bout is scheduled for 5 3-minute rounds of Muay Thai in the super lightweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner and weighing in at 61.6 kilograms, holding a record of 12 wins versus 7 defeats, representing McGowan Muay Thai from Bedford, UK. He is a two-time area champion. This is Kory Chettle. And his opponent, fighting out of the black corner, weighing in at 62.1 kilograms, holding a record of 36 wins, 9 defeats, 1 draw, and 1 no contest. 6 of those wins coming by way of knockout. Representing Bakke from Copenhagen, Denmark, he is a 3-time world champion. Please welcome Johannes. And now for referee instructions.
So, Bobby, one more fight remaining on what has been an incredible night of Muay Thai. We finish with Johannes Bakke against Kory Chettle. Bakke looks very confident.
He's a very experienced fighter. Was actually scheduled to face Kory's teammate Liam Cunningham late last year. Liam unfortunately had to pull out of that fight, but gets his teammate in Kory Chettle, who is an absolute savage, and he's one of those guys that just gets better the longer the fight goes, and he's got so many weapons. His elbows are absolutely devastating.
And Liam Cunningham is watching this one very closely, as the tattooed back, heavily tattooed back of Bakke launches its first attack. Good low kick by Bakke.
Oh, Bakke's been off for a little bit, focusing on his career and on his baby. Has not long ago become a father, but says that he's going to climb the WBC rankings this year, and this would be a hell of a way to start that journey. Beautiful left hook to the body there.
Echoed round Woolwich works here in London. Good knees as well. I've been really impressed by the boxing in this opening sequence from Bakke. I know that you said that maybe Chettle grows into a fight, but Bakke's started very strong.
Absolutely has done. And yeah, we do sometimes see from Kory that it takes him a little bit of time, sometimes takes a couple of shots to get him really worked up into the fight. We saw it when he fought Brooks Sowerby, and the end of that fight was very much going the direction of Kory, but left it a little bit too late, and he's going to be very aware of not doing that tonight.
Yeah, he landed some good knees there against Bakke. Lunging in with that left hand. Good right hand to the body from Johannes Bakke. Chettle does a solid right hand of his own.
Very nice countering work there from Kory.
That left hook to the body really digs in. And then he goes upstairs with the same shot. Left kick from Kory Chettle. I was going to say there was some reddening on the chest of Bakke, but it's just a Denmark flag tattoo. Nice low kicks by Bakke. He's been the busier fighter in this opening round, as you did expect though, Bobby.
Yep, I've got to say though, just to give credit to some of these Nordic and Scandinavian countries that are just producing some absolute animals in Muay Thai at the minute, and really starting to push their way into the scene, and none more so than Johannes tonight.
Yeah, there's quite a lot of reddening on the brow of Chettle right now, because those jabs and right hands from Bakke have been landing with some consistency.
Yep.
Knees missed from both there. Oh, attempts for a hook this time.
You can see there, Chettle feinting that left high kick, just not quite pulling the trigger on it.
Nice boxing again there from Bakke. I think that should Chettle grow into this fight as you're expecting, those couple of left hooks to the body could be really important from Bakke. As we like to say, those shots are money in the bank. They pay dividends out later on in the fight where your opponent does start to gas. Because Bakke started strongly, but is it just a matter of time until Kory starts to edge his way into this fight?
Well, that's the thing. With someone like Chettle, he only needs that opening once to really get a foothold in the fight. He's been in so many wars. Again, fought Tyler Hogan. I think that was back on the first ever Leapfrog fight night. And that was a very, very close fought fight. Then fought Rio Johnson in a real back and forth fight that Kory was able to edge out at the end.
I can see Liam Cunningham ringside with a huge grin on his face. He got a KO victory earlier on this evening. And he's having a great time right now, nodding away to the music.
And what a way to end the night for both of them and the entire McGowan Muay Thai corner than a win here for Chettle.
Dan McGowan's been a busy man tonight.
As always, it's one of those gyms where there's so much talent that he's just non-stop in and out. He's getting his steps in tonight, but this the final bout of the evening.
He's refused to say that he's no longer fighting as well. He said he always wants to leave that door open. But when he's creating so many fantastic fighters, there are only so many hours in the day.
Well, it's as long as he's got guys like Kory and Liam keeping him this busy, it'd be pretty hard for him to find the time.
Yeah, only just turned 30 there. Tough paper round for McGowan. Exchange of low kicks to open up this second round.
I'm seeing a bit more forward pressure here from Chettle, but very nice work there from Johannes.
I love the animated referee action in Muay Thai.
I mean, they just don't care. They will put their body on the line to stop the action, and that is exactly
You can
what
make
you
a
want them to
highlight
see.
reel of John Pop Capon Tips refereeing exploits.
You could make one just from tonight. There's been some moments where he's flung himself in front of some of the nastiest body kicks. Good clinch work there from Kory, lands a nice
Kory's
knee.
definitely up the levels in this second round, much busier. I think Bakke, if it was a feeling out process, I'm not sure. I think one of our cameramen almost got involved in the action there.
It's
Good
contagious.
work from Bakke. Yeah, it definitely is. Like you say, the great work done by Chad Fishburne this evening got everyone in the mood for Muay Thai. Good, solid right low kick from Bakke, but it's a good
nice
combination.
Very
from
nice
Kory.
there from Chettle. Bakke returning some of his own, though.
Good hands by Bakke, right knee sinks under the elbow, but as does Chettle's left knee.
And the boxing from Johannes has been really nice these first two rounds, but Chettle's starting to work his way into the fight like we thought he probably would, but that was a nice straight right there from Johannes.
Good jab from Chettle. And I can see Chettle good work by Chettle there off balancing his opponent. I can see Chettle getting a bit frustrated because he's getting pinged with that jab every time he closes the distance. We just saw a couple then. And again. This isn't a touching jab, it's a real one that snaps your neck back.
Yeah, it's pushing all the way through. It's not just connecting, it's really knocking that head back of Chettle, and it's just making him reset each time. Nice 1-2 there
good right
from
hand.
Johannes.
Good right hand and punches on the inside from Bakke.
Good bit of redness on the eye there of Chettle.
Yeah,
but
Chettle just finding himself out of range at the moment a bit. I think he just needs to work his way in, make sure his feet are in the right place, and then get off his shots. Because at the moment, every time he just steps in without throwing anything, he's getting tagged with that jab again. I think that was the first time tonight I've said something on commentary and it's actually happened. And we're on the final fight of the evening. Good left hook.
Beautiful left hook
from
there.
Bakke.
Chettle returns with a nice body kick snuck underneath the armpit there.
It's just good volume, isn't it, from Bakke? Really good volume. He's just busier at the moment than Chettle.
And Chettle's going to have to find an answer for that jab, because it's just every time Chettle's trying to come in, he's being met by that jab. There's a little bit of blood coming out the nose of Johannes there, but that's not going to bother him too much.
That's not blood. After what we've seen tonight, crikey, looking back at that Alfie Pierce,
Tis but a scratch.
Tis but a scratch indeed. I mean, we've seen Alfie Pierce cut before, but there is something about almost zombie-esque of just seeing his style marching forward. Crimson mask. And he doesn't have any quit in him.
None.
He says that Muay Thai was his only option, and he can see that in the manner in which he fights.
He just didn't want to give an inch. Even when he was eating those elbows in that third round, it was still non-stop forward pressure, and eventually he was able to weather those elbows and weather the storm and start to re-implement his game. And I mean, by that fifth round, he was getting to the back at will.
It says a lot about the man that he's a Tottenham fan. It just tells you how much suffering he can undertake and just keep moving forward.
There is nothing you can do to that man mentally that those 11 men don't do on a regular basis. And as a West Ham fan, I hope they continue this trend tomorrow afternoon. But back to the Muay Thai.
Back to the Muay Thai. And this has been a really good way to close the show.
Absolutely.
Between Johannes Bakke, who at the moment has been busier. The jab has been on point. And Kory Chettle needs to get going if he doesn't want this fight to get away from him.
Third round underway here, and really want to see Kory up the ante here.
Yeah, I can just see Bakke frustrating him at the moment. Popping his shots and moving really well after throwing them. He's not a static target when Chettle tries to return fire. That's when Chettle's going to need to fire as Bakke throws his shots. Because as soon as he's thrown them, he's out the way.
Nice low kick there from Chettle. Nice left hand as Johannes came in.
They both threw left hands at the same time there. Good left kick by Chettle. Really good work. Yeah, he's just dabbing at his nose, Bakke, isn't he? After that
he's
trickle of blood came out of it in the corner.
And the longer the fight goes, the more that's going to affect his breathing. And where Chettle does get better as the fight goes on, that really could be a turning point. But Chettle won't want to leave it much longer.
Yeah,
this is better work.
Kick. Yeah, really nice left kick off the back foot there.
Oh, nice elbows on the inside.
2 elbows from Chettle.
And that backed Johannes up, maybe for the first time in the fight.
Yeah, I think so. John Pop asking them to get busy. But in fairness, they've both been fairly busy this round. Yeah, the jab of Bakke hasn't been quite as effective because Chettle's been quite happy moving backwards and then throwing that left kick in this round.
And he's having a lot of success. He's taking a couple of steps back and then he pushes forward like that. Just missing there with a high kick.
Good jab from Chettle that time.
He's doing a better job of catching Johannes as he's coming in now.
Oh, both fighters connect. Good shot lands to Chettle. Attempts that elbow. I think it just missed.
But as we saw in that last fight, all it takes is one perfectly placed elbow and the entire tide of the fight will go in the other direction.
Yeah. And one shot, as we saw in Gravesande versus Christie. Let's not forget that fight.
Honestly, through the excitement of the Pierce fight, you forget just how good the quality has been tonight, and no more evident than in that Gravesande fight. And that fifth round to go out, probably down on the cards into that final round and just...
Good right hand from Bakke. And Chettle's calling him on, but he's not responding when after calling him on, and we need to see some here. Good. Both guys exchange. He loves it, doesn't he? Chettle.
He loves to fight. He absolutely loves to fight, narrowly missing over the top with that elbow.
Yeah, good round there. Chettle opening up towards the end of that round. McGowan seems happy with his man, but Bakke did good work in that round as well. A competitive round.
A much more competitive round. Bakke not really able to get that jab working like he has done earlier on in the fight, and see a bit more blood coming out of that nose. And again, nothing compared to what we've seen. But as we get into these later rounds and the breathing gets heavier, it's not going to get any easier for him.
No, and I think this is a great fight to close out the first World Super Series show. And wherever you are watching, be it on RYZ, on WSS 5 Pass, or Triller TV, thank you for joining us this evening. We've still got some more rounds to go, so don't go anywhere. And this is a really interesting contest because Chettle, as Bobby correctly diagnosed, is starting to up the volume now at this all-important stage of the fight. But Johannes Bakke has been busy throughout.
Well, it's very sort of traditional Thai. Like when you watch the fights in Thailand, it isn't usually until the late rounds where they really start to come on, but you can't risk doing that too late in the fight and having your opponent weather that late storm and ending up getting the judge's nod, because it only takes one or two big shots from Chettle here to be right in the mix. But great work so far from Johannes.
And a massive thank you to everyone involved today. Charlie Herdman and the team have done a great job putting this card together. Brain Cut Media streaming, as always, doing a cracking job. Right hand to open the round from Johannes Bakke.
And this is the round I really expect to see Chettle start to unload his heavier shots. But Johannes not really giving him space to work just yet.
No, here's it. Oh, good. Ooh. Right hand lands from Chettle.
Short right hand.
Chettle looks very confident, as if he just knows the shot's going to come, and with good reason, because he lands a solid right elbow.
Oh, he's cut him up.
That's cut open Johannes Bakke.
Johannes sporting what appears to be a tribute to Alfie Pierce from earlier on, almost in the exact same play. Oh, that's nasty.
It's a bad cut, and
that's
you can
a horrible cut.
The stature growing.
Beautiful work.
As Chettle puts down Johannes Bakke. He poses in the neutral corner,
emoting on the cameraman.
And
wow.
The referee waves this one off. Daniel McGowan storms the ring and lifts Kory Chettle aloft.
Unbelievable.
What a way to close the show. It's all happened very quickly.
I mean, that's the thing we said. It takes one or two strikes to turn the tide of the fight, and that's exactly what we got. Kory Chettle gets it done, opens up the face of Johannes with those elbows.
There was something about Chettle in that previous round where he seemed to just know that he was going to get through to Johannes Bakke. He was smiling, he was emoting, like you said. And he seemed to know, even if the rest of us didn't, he seemed to know that he was going to get to this guy.
That is a nasty cut. You can see it right above the eye, and it was immediately affecting the vision. Alfie Pierce had the benefit of his one was right up by the hairline, and it wasn't massively affecting his eyesight, but that was going straight into the eyes of the Danishman. No need to go to the judges for this final bout, our featured bout of the night, but we will still go into the ring one final time with our MC Chad Fishburne to make this official.
Ladies and gentlemen, our referee calls a halt to this bout at 59 seconds in round number 4, declaring your winner by TKO, Kory Chettle!
I am here with your winner, Kory Chettle. Dan McGowan at your service. Kory, tell me how you're feeling.
Oh, I'm fucking buzzing, mate. I've wanted to fucking give someone a big cut and stop them for a long time now. It's 19 fights in with their boy, so yeah.
And Bakke started really strongly, but there was something in the round before the final one where you seemed to have some confidence about you. Did you know you were going to get the finish?
I don't know. I'm always a bit of a slow starter. That's why these 5-round fights, they're perfect for me. Obviously, I know Johannes, so he's been around for a lot longer than me. Seen him fight, but always come out first round and just kind of feel it, see how it goes. Daniel did tell me, he was like, just sort of sit back and let him come to you. And literally, just in the corner before we walked out, he said, sometimes sit back, then throw the elbow. And that's what happened. We've done it, and see what happened when you listen.
Absolutely, great performance. Who do you want next?
Oh, fucking anyone, mate. Anyone above me in the rankings, below me that wants it. Fucking international. Charlie, get me another international opponent, mate. That'd be fucking nice. But yeah, anyone, mate. I don't care where and when, innit? It's fucking
Amazing, congratulations. Your winner, Kory Chettle.